cocoa powder. I make a brown leaf from cocoa powder, and this is the result. Beautiful bread. สวัสดีค่ะ I'm going to make 75% sourdough bread. I'm gonna use this flour. This flour had a very high gluten bread flour, so it's perfect. This one is 14% protein content. I think it's only available here in Asia, especially here in Thailand. Okay, so you can have a look. And I have 200 gram of starter. I'm gonna put 1,500 gram of water into the starter, and then I'm gonna mix together well my starter and the water first. I am not going to add any whole wheat today. I'm gonna make only white flour because I want the high protein content flour to make a very strong gluten development, so I can have a big open crumb for my bread, but still very yummy. Okay, so I'm gonna, after I mix the flour, I mix the starter and water well, I'm gonna add the flour. So just add it in. 1 kilogram is very handy, so they come with the 1 kilogram package like that. I am sometimes buying a sack, but you know, in a sack you have to measure. This time I just take one bag. I'm gonna make 4 loaves, so each loaf gonna be 500 gram. I have 20 gram of salt. I use rock salt. Normally rock salt make is very yummy bread. I try pink salt, Himalayan salt, any kind of salt, but I come back to rock salt because the flavor is amazing. So when I mix the dough, I just put the salt on top of the flour, and then make my hand going around and trying to mix the dough. And afterward, I just flip the dough to mix with the wet ingredient like that. I not squeeze it just yet, just flip over and flip over. So this is the way I mix my dough. This gonna give me a very big open crumb because the gluten, the protein content in the flour gonna give me a big beautiful open crumb. Okay, so I'm gonna mix until the dough come together. Now I just flip and press, flip and press. I have a very strong arm, only one side, because I use right hand side one, and then I working with the dough almost every day after my office work. So this is a good workout. I kind of love baking and playing with my dough. Then I just flip over like that and let the flour absorb all the liquid, and then I'm gonna leave it. For now I'm gonna leave it until another 30 minutes. So we're gonna follow with 4 set of stretch and for every 30 minutes. Okay, so there you go. It's a little bit sticky, but that's okay because the second and the third one will be so smooth. So I'm gonna try to mix again by flip over, flip and press, flip and press. So there you go. See you in another 30 minutes. right after 30 minutes. This is gonna be first stretch and fold. So I'm gonna wet my hands and I'm gonna grab underneath, pull it up, as much as possible, turn. This is quite stiff though, because only 75% hydration. So if it's stiff though, this is what I'm going to do. Ooh, very, very stiff. Okay, I'm going to knead the dough. So, oops, sorry. Okay, we're gonna rest for 30 minutes. This is the second stretch and fold. You can see that the dough is kind of softer. So all you need to do is stretch this out as much as possible. Okay. This is only white flour, so there will be a really elastic, because the gluten is developed because of the high protein contents of the flour. Hopefully we will have a very nice open crumb. Okay, we're gonna do 2 more of this, and then we're gonna proof the dough. Okay, this is the 3rd time. Okay, how about I doing this? Okay, the last one. Number 4, press and fold. This is perfect. Actually, my preference is 80% hydration up because it's easy to stretch and fold. Normally I do the coil fold. So this is the last one. Okay, let me show you the gluten development. It's break a little bit, but that's okay. We're gonna proof for 2 hours. My starter got rye, so I don't need to proof long because rye speed up everything. Okay, to check if your dough is fully proof or 80% proof is very difficult for many people. I have 3 tips for you today. First tip is poke test. So you wet your finger and then you poke 2 of your finger into the dough. If the hole fill up immediately, it means your dough is not proof yet. So you need to proof a little bit longer. The other thing is if you hold your bucket, you can feel that there is airy and light, or you can see the bubble popping up like that. So that is the other way. And the other way is I normally show many people and then people say it's not necessary, but it's work for me. So what I do, I just cut a little bit of my dough and then I drop into the glass of water. So if it's floating up immediately like that, it means the dough is fully proof and you can see the hole, the little bubble or hole in your dough. And the other tip is I normally feed my starter the same time as I mix my sourdough bread. So if the starter is like double
2.5 hours
or almost like 80%, that means your dough is ready. So I hope these 3 or 4 tips help the sourdough baker to know when is to pre-shape your dough. I wet my counter and then let the gravity do the work for you. So after I have that, I will separate into 4 dough. I wet my scraper, cut in half. And then cut in half. So this way we have like I want 3 of them to be big dough and then the one gonna be small one. So this one gonna be small one, small dough. Perfect. Okay, what I'm doing here is I'm gonna shaping last small one. ปิดเดี๋ยวปิดไปขอออกกัน This is my brown rib scalling sourdough bread. They look nice. I hope you like it.